Hello friends, you are on the channel Quotes of Great Men. Enjoy watching. If a dedication page were to precede the total of my work, it would read, "To the glory of man." The fight we are in here, make no mistake about it, is a fight of individualism versus collectivism. It is fairly easy to grasp abstract moral principles. It can be very difficult to apply them to a given situation, particularly when it involves the moral character of another person. Productiveness is your acceptance of morality, your recognition of the fact that you choose to live. Doctors are not servants of their patients. They are traders like everyone else in a free society, and they should bear that title proudly, considering the crucial importance of the services they offer. The men who are not interested in philosophy need it most urgently. They are most helplessly in its power. Courage and confidence are practical necessities. Courage is the practical form of being true to existence, of being true to truth, and confidence is the practical form of being true to one's own consciousness. Morally, the promise of an impossible right to economic security is an infamous attempt to abrogate the concept of rights. It can and does mean only one thing: a promise to enslave the men who produce, for the benefit of those who don't. Don't consider our interests or desires. You have no duty to anyone but yourself. Your soul has a single basic function, the act of valuing. The charming aspect of Christmas is the fact that it expresses goodwill in a cheerful, happy, benevolent, non-sacrificial way. Non-thinking is an act of annihilation, a wish to negate existence, an attempt to wipe out reality. But existence exists. Reality is not to be wiped out. It will merely wipe out the wiper. Collectivism answers, the power of society is unlimited. Society may make any laws it wishes, and force them upon anyone in any manner it wishes. We the Living is not a novel about Soviet Russia. It is a novel about man against the state. Its basic theme is the sanctity of human life, using the word sanctity not in a mystical sense, but in the sense of supreme value. Money is a tool of exchange, which can't exist unless there are goods produced and men able to produce them. Money is the material shape of the principle that men who wish to deal with one another must deal by trade and give value for value. I would give the greatest sunset in the world for one side of New York's skyline, particularly when one can't see the details, just the shapes and the thought that made them. The sky over New York and the will of man made visible. What other religion do we need? Whatever road I take, the guiding star is within me, the guiding star and the lodestone which point the way. They point in but one direction. They point to me. Capitalism and altruism are incompatible. They are philosophical opposites. They cannot coexist in the same man or in the same society. This God, this one word, I, I would give the greatest sunset in the world for one sight of New York's skyline. Ever since Kant divorced reason from reality, his intellectual descendants have been diligently widening the breach. I made my fortune by being able to spot a certain kind of man. A good novel is an indivisible sum. Every scene, sequence, and passage of a good novel has to involve, contribute to, and advance all three of its major attributes: theme, plot, characterization. When you have civilized men fighting savages, you support the civilized men, no matter who they are. Romantic art is always stylized. The better the art, the cleaner and more attractive and intelligent the stylization. The more neurotic and evasive a person is, the shorter the range of his interests. In a capitalist society, all human relationships are voluntary. One's own independent judgment is the means by which one must choose one's actions, but it is not a moral criterion nor a moral validation. Only reference to a demonstrable principle can validate one's choices. Most American men are repressors. I am unwilling to be wholly good, and please don't regard me as wholly evil. It is easier to donate a few thousand to charity and think oneself noble than to base self-respect on personal standards of personal achievement. An artist reveals his naked soul in his work. Any group or collective, large or small, is only a number of individuals. A group can have no rights other than the rights of its individual members. Litigants obey the verdict of a tribunal solely on the premise that there is an objective rule of conduct, which they both accept. Parties are intended to be celebrations, and celebrations should be only for those who have something to celebrate. Every form of happiness, if one, every desire is driven by the same motor, by our love for a single value, for the highest potentiality of our own existence, and every achievement is an expression of it. Avoid sex in old age, because at this age men's penis get less sensitive. Thanks for watching. Check out these educational videos too.